Hey, minimum effort here, hope you're all doing well. Is this a Spider-Man Noir video? No, it's not. I don't like that card at all. What we're going to do in this video is do things a little bit differently. What decided to do is create a deck using my 12 favourite variants in the game. And we're going to play 5 games with them, and we're going to see how we get on. I just want to talk through the artists as well, just to kind of give them some recognition. Because I think this is a very underappreciated side of Marvel Snap, one that we all actually really enjoy. So yes, gonna do that. And then while I'm playing these 5 games, in each game I'm going to talk about a topic in Marvel Snap while we're playing the games. So it's kind of a mashup of Regis when he opens all his collection caches and talks about the game, and also KM Best and Land B when they have the 8 cubes and they talk about specific topics in the game. But we're going to do this with gameplay highlights from this deck. So, starting with my first favourite variant in the game, which is Black Knight. I really like Black Knight decks. It really is one of my favourite archetypes to play. And yeah, I particularly love this variant. I love it. This is a Max Gracky variant. We managed to get it inked, we managed to get the rainbow crackle on it with a black matte border. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, I'm a big Black Knight fan. I would love to bring you some more Black Knight videos as well. So yes, Black Knight is in this deck. Now we have Loki. Now there's a very important rule in this deck, that there is no gooning allowed, okay? I love this variant. It looks really, really cool, okay? She looks like a badass, okay? That's why she's here, nothing else. I love the cosmic border with the rainbow finish with this variant in particular. This is a Megan Lara piece of art, and yeah, it looks really, really cool. Really cool, really love it. Next, we have Hydra Bob by Rian Gonzalez. Rian Gonzalez has some very, very kind of cute, almost chibi style art. And yeah, I really like this Hydra Bob. He's just a very cool character. His little tongue's poking out while he's doing some artwork as Deadpool. I just like it. This appeals to the childlike nature that I think we should all have. So yeah, really like this Hydra Bob variant. Spider-Man. This is a Patrick Brown piece of art. This obviously looks very cool. Spider-Man is a very colourful character, but I really like this variant with the inked finish, the black cosmic border, and the black crackle. Yeah, it kind of gives Spider-Man a bit of an edge. But yeah, obviously Spider-Man has a lot of good variants in this game. But yeah, I like how this one looks. So Spider-Man's in the deck, of course. Captain Carter, maybe some slight gooning. Yeah, really like this piece. Obviously, being a Brit myself, we have to represent the Queen. This is a David Nakayama piece, and Captain Carter obviously looks very cool here with the flag, with the shield, and Hayley Atwell, pretty much. Yeah, looks really cool, really like it. And then Storm. Storm's got a lot of very good variants in this game as well. This is by Mark Brooks, and yeah, she just, again, looks like a badass. Like, you want Storm on your team with this card. And so yes, love it. Got the white neon border with the white glimmer as well. But yeah, most of all, I just like how this card looks. She looks really, really cool. And then Moon Knight. This is one of my favourite variants in the game. It just looks so evil. And like, Moon Knight is such a cool character as well. Also another one with some very good variants. But yeah, this is a Peach Momoko piece. And yeah, one of my favourite variants in the game. Really, really cool to look at. And then we have Rogue. This is a wild blue piece, and it just looks really clean, this variant. There's something about it. It's just like, it just looks very, very good. And obviously, I've got the gold cosmic border with the green glimmer, which perfectly matches Rogue. Yeah, really like how this one looks. I wish I had some better variants for Rogue, but I really like this one. She looks really good. And then we've got Negasonic Teenage Warhead by Fireball Studio. Again, this looks really cool, again with the gold border, red crackle, but she just looks like an absolute badass. I like that the eyes glow, I like the kind of fire effects that are going on around her. She looks like she's going to explode at any minute, and that's obviously what the card does. But yeah, very, very cool variant. And then we've got Anti-Venom, which is by Mirko Pierre Federici. I particularly like this variant because it kind of looks like the Bat Monster from Cloverfield. If you've ever seen that movie, let me know. But yeah, Anti-Venom is just such an evil looking card. I really like it. It's got the lightning kind of in the background. It's got the city of New York. And obviously Anti-Venom looks really kind of evil. It's got the red glowing eyes and the mouth and fingers all bony and everything. Looks really cool. I really like this variant. And then Legion. Legion is legit one of my favourite cards in Marvel Snap. This is a Flaviano variant. And yeah, kind of there's something about this kind of psychedelic finish that it's got. It just suits the character of Legion. So yeah, really like it. Really kind of, it just fits very well with the character. Yeah, love Legion. And finally, back to Max Grecki. We have a Thanos version. Obviously Thanos, the Mad Titan, obviously has some very good variants, but I really like this variant. It kind of really highlights the Infinity Gauntlet, all the glowing stones and everything going on. Looks really, really cool. So yes, this is the deck that we've got of my 12 favourite variants in the game. We're going to play 5 games. We're going to see how we can do with them. Obvious kind of synergies looking at it. We have some. We have Black Knight and Moon Knight. That's something. We don't actually have a lot of even cost cards in this deck, but it probably means we're looking to discard Thanos to get the most of that, which probably we might not want to. Loki also works well with Thanos, because if you can start with Loki in hand and some stones that draw cards, that means you'll be drawing cards from your cheapened opponent's cards deck, which you then have. So that's something. That's a good one. Spider-Man doesn't really have any great synergy in this deck, because with the stones from Thanos, you're kind of going to be playing a lot of cards. There's the potential that Spider-Man will clog yourself. That's not great. We don't have any obvious way to get power onto Captain Carter. Storm, obviously we have Storm. We do have Legion. We don't have War Machine, which is probably for the best, because then everyone would take this deck. But yeah, we have Legion for kind of location shenanigans. Yeah, Anti-Venom can give us something for free. That's great. Yeah, so there's not obvious synergy with this deck, but yeah, let's see how we get on. So I've got some gameplay highlights for you now, while we talk about the 5 things in Marvel Snap that we're going to talk about. So yeah, please enjoy these gameplay highlights. Enjoy the chat. If there's anything you agree with or disagree with, please let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to subscribe to the channel as well. Just trying to get as many subscribers as I can to help this channel grow. And yeah, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos. This week, this video is going to be released on Thursday. We have an OTA coming on Thursday. We have Deafening Chord, which looks like a really good card, released on Thursday as well. So I will aim to bring you over the weekend 1 or 2 decks with Deafening Chord and or cards from the OTA that have been changed. So yes, please remember to subscribe so you don't miss out. Yeah, let's take a look at these gameplay highlights. Cheers. Okay, cool. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Second Dinner, the people that make the game of Marvel Snap. I think at the moment they are doing much, much better. I don't think we can argue with how bad things were with the Kid Omega stuff. Let's just drop the Space Stone while we're doing this. Yes, things are much better. The Kid Omega stuff is obviously horrible. The Super Premium Pass stuff was bad, but then since then, obviously being able to get those cards through Snap Packs, that is at least an option for people to get that card without having to spend extra money for it. So I think that's good. I think lessons have been learned. Previously, I did not buy the Season Pass. I had stopped buying it kind of out of protest really for what they were doing. I think it's now okay to buy the Season Pass. I think it's okay to give Second Dinner money, because I think they're making good decisions now. Not perfect decisions, not all the time, but in terms of the monetary systems that they were trying to do to get people to pay. I mean, I'm going to try and talk about something, but I've been retreated on, so I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, so I think they have learned their lessons from that. And I think, in particular, with kind of the limited time game modes, I think there's quite a few of them at the moment. It seems like there's like 2 a month, and I think it should be maybe 1. I think some people don't like having the limited time game modes at the end of the season, because they might be trying to get to Infinite still, or if they're trying to do Infinity Conquest. More on that later. Yeah, it can kind of get in the way. So maybe maybe they could schedule the limited time game mode for like the 3rd week of the month, something like that, so it gives people a bit of time at the end of the month to do it. Personally, I would like one limited time game mode a month. If there is a card you can get from it for free to play players, that's obviously ideal. That's what we want. We want to be able to play these modes, have fun doing it, and get something at the end of it, which is probably a new card for us to play with. That seems like a really good system. So yes, I do think second edition are much better. So yeah, very happy with how things are at the moment with Marvel Snap. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to talk about is card acquisition. This is something that I think is better in terms of the system of getting cards. No more spotlight caches. Let's draw a Loki, because why not? So yeah, spotlight caches being gone and snap packs coming in seems to have made things a bit better, but the main problem with that is there are too many cards being released each month, and it is a real pain to try to keep up with. Like, obviously, if you're free to play, I understand that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get people to spend money so they can have more tokens, so they can get more cards, or, you know, trying to invest in snap packs and doing it that way. So I completely understand it, but we're going to turn this Sinister London off, for sure. I'm going to drop $100. But yeah, there's so many cards being released, and it's like, following on from the last conversation we had for like limited time game modes, if that's giving you a card that you've kind of earned through playing the game, that seems like that's a fair way to do it. But obviously, like, just like this month, for example, this week, for example, they're dropping Deafening Chord on a Thursday, and it's like, okay, there's no reason for it to be potentially dropped on that day. We have Prodigy, which is potentially interesting for this Mr. Fantastic line, by the way. Legion could also turn off the limbos, which is nice. But yeah, like, I feel like there's so many cards being released. Not all of the cards are must-have, which makes it harder for those who want to be collection complete, that they have to kind of get these cards, even though if they're bad, so that they don't miss out on them. So, for example, I've not got Spider-Man Noir. I might actually show you my cards that I'm missing after this game, so we can just look at this, because there are a lot of cards I've looked at and gone, I'm not going to get them, so I'm just going to go into it and yeah, just going to miss out on them. Can we win this game by just doing Legion? Let's give it a go. So yeah, it is a tricky one, but I understand that obviously like card acquisition is the main driver behind maybe people spending money in the game to get more tokens, to get more cards. It would be interesting to see kind of what the financials are behind everything. But yeah, it's a difficult system. It's hard to obviously get it right. I understand. I don't think anybody's arguing with obviously second dinner needs to make money. But oh, Blue Marvel, nicely played, sir. Have a little bump for that. But yeah. So looking at, obviously, card acquisition, there's so many cards released at the start of the month. Season Pass cards, Super Premium Pass cards, and then you've got a Season 5 card released at the start of the season and a Season 4, and then they're just dropping random cards as we go with Deafening Chord. So just to show you what I'm missing from my card shop. So, from Seasonal Series 5, I'm missing Spider-Man Noir, Man Spider, because it was a season Super Premium Pass card, and I haven't bought that. Zombie Galacti, because I didn't like the look of that card. And Headpool, which was the previous Super Premium Pass card. So they're the cards I'm missing from the Seasonal Series 5 one. From Seasonal Series 4, Websling, because I needed to kind of save my tokens, because I realised that Deafening Chord would be coming out later, and I thought of the two, I would rather have Deafening Chord. Super Adaptoid, because it's not a great card, didn't get it. Awesome Andy, seems to have picked up a little bit now, but it's still not a must-have card, and I think anything like that you have to try to skip, because I think if you need tokens to invest and be able to pin, more importantly, you have to kind of pin the cards that you want. If you are free to play, that's what you have to do. You have to miss these cards out and try to get the ones that you really, really want. From season 5, I'm missing Bruce Banner. I'd probably like to have Bruce Banner, but yeah, haven't picked him up. Jim Hammond, Human Torch, bad card. Sparky, again, that was a super premium pass card, which I've never got. So yeah, haven't picked it up. And Viv Vision, who was a season pass card from when I wasn't buying the season pass. So yeah, those are those cards I'm missing. And then from Series 4, Firelord, Mad Thinker, Meek, didn't really want those cards, so yeah, didn't see the use in getting them. And then Silver Surfer, who again was the premium pass card for the it was the Galactus season, wasn't it? So yeah, so these are the cards that I'm missing from the game. Like, I don't look at any of these cards and think I have to open a stat pack to try to get them. I feel like I'm quite happy just pinning my cards and picking them up as they come up in the shop. A lot of these cards will be here for a long time. Like Firelord, I probably don't need to pick up. Bruce Banner, again, might be nice, but then 6,000 tokens, when you have so many cards coming out that you might need to pin to get, it's not worth getting them. So yeah, card acquisition, I would love to just see just less cards. If it's a season 5 and a season 4 at the start of the season that you can pick up, and then one card a week through the usual token release, that's fine. And then if you can get a card for the limited time game mode, that seems pretty good too. Kind of, I'm able to get obviously the from the collection tracker 6,000 tokens a week because I play the game enough to earn those, and that means that is one new card that you can earn for the following week. So I like that system of how it works. Obviously you do have to be able to play the game enough to earn those, but I think if you're serious about the game, that is something you can do anyway. So yeah, I think card acquisition can be a little bit better, just reduce it a little bit. We love the cards, not all of them, but if you're giving us enough cards a month that we can get most of them, I think that's probably a better economy for the player. But obviously I understand that they have to try to monetize it in a way. But yeah, also there's like, with all these cards coming out, there's going to be more than a few duds. So like Zombie Galacti from last season still hasn't seen a lot of play. Spider-Man Noir from this season, unfortunately, because I think Spider-Man Noir is such a cool character, and I think these cool characters would like to be more visible in the game. I think one of the things Second Din has done better is kind of making the iconic Marvel characters more meaningful in the game. And Spider-Man Noir, while he's not a massive character, like if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you've seen Into the Spider-Verse and all of this, Spider-Man Noir is quite a cool character, and it would be nice to have a card that is representative of how good a character he is, and we haven't got that. So yeah, overall, lots of cards from Second Din. They might be thinking, yes, this is good because we're just pumping all these cards into the economy, and if people want them, they will have to find a way to get them. So yeah, I do understand it, but yeah, ultimately for me, just tone it down a bit, guys. Just, let us get the cards that we want to play, and we'll go from there. So yeah.
The universe shall be set.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is bots and the climb to infinite. Now, I'll be straight up with you. I do not always make it to infinite every season. I spend a lot of time messing around, building decks, trying to obviously make decks for this channel, but also just kind of make decks to have fun and play with. So yeah, I like the idea of bots, because I think what that gives you is... Let's just play these cards out. Should I play Loki now? No, maybe not actually. Let's drop Reality Stones and then copy more cards. Yeah, I like the idea of bots, because the idea of bots is that you always have someone to play. If you have lost a few games in a row, I think the bots actually give you a way to earn easy cubes to kind of get back into the flow of it. So I do not mind. Do we Storm? Do we Moon Knight? We don't have any Moon Knight targets, so let's drop a Moon Knight. Let's drop it here as well. But yeah, I like the idea of the bots kind of helping you out if you need that bit of help. But then there's the idea of cheater bots, and obviously there are some games where you play where you think there is no way my opponent would, a human opponent would have made that play or had that card in their deck. Sometimes it seems very suspicious. A lot of people have said it. Whether that means it's correct, I could not tell you. We'd be super sneaky and just do this. I wonder. zombie power manager's gonna eat things. We can Legion again. This is why I love Legion. It's kind of all this, all these options that we have. Let's do it. Let's just try and mess up someone's day. It's Morbius. I think we'll be okay. So yeah, that climb to infinite. Some people struggle with it a lot. Are they going to win? They're going to win now, aren't they? Because we can't play. Fair enough. So let's just play it out. This didn't go well, but yeah, zombie romance. Just keep eating. This was a bad call. Never mind. Have a bump. Have the cubes. This is another thing as well. Like, I'm in infinite. I often get to infinite and carry on doing the same thing, which is what I always do, which is I'm just going to keep making decks, keep messing around, and I never really take the climb after infinite as seriously as maybe sometimes trying to get to infinite. Obviously, people play the game in very different ways, and they are obviously entitled to play it how you want to. What I would say, though, is some people find some seasons easier than others, and I don't know, I couldn't explain that to you. I think some people say, yes, it's due to the amount of bots, blah, 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 and all of this, but I just don't know. I think the meta changes week to week with new card introductions, with OTAs every 2 weeks. There's a lot going on, and I think the climb to infinite, also, I just think it's not always a given. Like, yes, you can have the best deck in the game, you can be a really good player, but you can go on a bad run from not getting those kind of draws that you want. And also, I think another thing that people probably don't appreciate as much is that as people play this game more, they get better at the game. So games that you were probably winning before against people who weren't as experienced, now they've got more cards, now they've got better decks, now they've got a better knowledge of playing the game. It's harder to win games. So I think give yourselves a bit of credit. It's harder to win games probably now more than ever in Marvel Snap because the player level is better. If there are bots, the bots are better as well. But yeah, I think if you are struggling with the climb to infinite, maybe don't focus on that, because ultimately if you get to 100, you get a card back and you get put into infinite. You don't really get much else for it. Focus on getting to 90, getting the gold. I think that is much more important. Make that your target if you are struggling to reach infinite, and focus on those snaps, focus on those retreats from your deck. And if you play one deck as much as you can, kind of learn it as much as you can, play it as much as you can to kind of learn the different play lines to it, and that will help you climb. Also, yeah, watch as many YouTube content creators, Twitch streamers as you can, kind of see the decks that they are playing, just get a better idea of not only decks that you can play, but what you're going to be up against. Knowledge is power. I think if you can notice from the first kind of couple of cards that what your opponent has played, if you know what their deck is, you know kind of what to expect, and you probably know how to beat it as well if you have those cards to beat it. So yeah, give yourself as much chance as you can, basically. Learn as much about the game as you can. That will give you the best chance to get to infinite, if that is what you want to do. If some people focus on Infinity Conquest, as that's what they want to do, they just want to get the borders from that, and that's absolutely fine. The same rules kind of apply, but yeah, play the game how you want to and just try to enjoy it. It's a really good game. So yeah, there we go.
The universe shall be set right.
So yeah, we mentioned Infinity Conquest in the last match. I would just want to talk about Conquest. I just think in Conquest, the whole game mode needs a change. It's too much to kind of expect players to be spending so much time trying to get those rewards, and let's face it, some of the rewards aren't good. Yeah, it could be like the main prize seems to be like that premium mystery variant of whatever character is selected for that week, that season, sorry. And yeah, like you get a few things with it, you get a few variants, you get credits, blah blah blah, boosters, of course. But yeah, I just don't. What are we doing here? Loki, could give them a Loki maybe, or a Legion. Oh, Legion might be good for Castle Zemo. Let's hold it for Loki for now. But yeah, what I would do, Infinity Conquest, I would either change it to 8 cubes. Whoever wins 8 cubes wins the match. Okay, because then that means your snaps are more important. If you win an 8-cuber, like if anyone who's ever won an 8-cuber in the start of a conquest match, and then your opponent keeps going, and it's just like, we shouldn't really be having to do this, should we, guys? It's like, come on. What we can do, actually, sorry, I've just noticed what we can do. I can do Time Stone, because that will make Thanos cheaper, and I can play a Moon Knight, so let's do that too. But yeah, Conquest for me, make 8 cubes, because like I said, every snap is more impactful. It might be a bit tricky, because obviously that is the default matchup that we have for tournaments, for like Golden Gauntlets, for stuff like that. Yeah, let's Legion this as well, why not? Let's just turn this off. I'm just playing so much Legion. But yeah, I think 8 cubes would make those tournament games quicker. I think if they are serious about trying to make Golden Gauntlets and tournaments more of a spectator sport, which it certainly can be, like this game is certainly exciting enough for that to happen. So making those games a bit quicker and a bit more kind of important for that, I think works really well. So yeah, I also think what you could do is change it to, okay, it's just Proving Grounds to get rid of, Silver and Gold you do best of 3, and then the Infinity Quest you do best of 5. I don't necessarily think that would work, but what we're doing is dropping these cards, isn't it? Because we're going to take that away. So yeah, yeah, it is tricky. I understand it, but yeah, for me, Conquest is a slog, and I think anything you can do to make this game more accessible to people works. They're going to surface and lose, aren't they? Yeah, cool. Yeah, this deck. I've been focused on playing a lot of Legion, I've noticed, in these games, and it's probably not always been the best choice. But yeah, I do like Legion. But yeah, that's what I'd do for Conquest. If you make it 8 cubes, or change the kind of format for it and say, okay, best 2 out of 3, best 3 out of 5, and kind of do it that way, I think that's a way to change it, to make it quicker, more palatable for like someone, if you're watching Snap for the first time, let's say you turned on to watch the Golden Gauntlet tournament because you heard about it and you think, okay, I want to see what's going on. If the games are the kind of drawn out games that some of them can be, that might be off-putting for someone watching it for the first time. But if the games are a bit quicker, a bit more meaningful, the snaps kind of like, it's a bit more important. If you snap and it's only 8 cubes and your opponent snaps back, you know that this is it. You have to get it right. So yeah, I think that would be more exciting for a viewer as well. So yeah, I would love to see changes to Conquest. Yeah, please make it happen.
The universe shall be set right.
Oh, so the last thing I want to talk about is just the game of Marvel Snap, because this is just my absolute favourite game to play. Like, I've always been a guy who's a console gamer, PlayStation 5 mostly, and then you have a side game that you kind of play every now and then, and then a game that you kind of play in the mobile for like going to work on the train or whatever it is. So I've always kind of had that, and I've always been like that, focusing more on like a console game, right? But what should we do here? They've snapped. Let's do Anti-Venom. So yeah, so I've gone from obviously being a main game console player, that's what I'm focusing on, to like Snap is probably not the main game that I play. You know, I play it on mobile, I play it on PC. I am playing Ghost of Yota at the moment as well, which I absolutely love, but I'm kind of splitting my time between Marvel Snap and this. Marvel Snap and that, sorry. So yeah, I just think it's such a good game. For me, I started playing Hearthstone. That was the first collectible card game that I played, and I loved playing Hearthstone. One of my favourite memories of Hearthstone is I played it for a while. My wife saw me playing it because I had a tablet. I'd play it on while she was playing a game or watching TV or whatever. And she started playing Hearthstone as well. And it got to a point where she was like, okay, I'm ready for a game. I'll play you in a game. So I was like, okay, thinking I'm a big shot, thinking, yeah, I'll win this easy. And she absolutely wiped the floor with me. She played this warrior. I think it's like a rush deck, if I'm right, where like you play a card and it attacks that turn. And yeah, she just absolutely destroyed me. It was just like, okay, I had a new appreciation then for like kind of like the strategy behind stuff. and kind of all the different kind of decks that you can play. So I really liked Hearthstone. I fell off Hearthstone when there was the whole censorship issues, where I think they were having tournaments and they were censoring people who were speaking out against, I think it was like Hong Kong at the time, whatever it was, occupation of that. But yeah, so for me, that was a big deal. So I thought I didn't agree with that, and so I stopped playing the game. So yeah, and then I think there was an Elder Scrolls game, a card game. I played that for a while. That was okay. Gwent I played for a while. That was fun. But yeah, nothing really got its hooks into me until I played Marvel Snap. And this is just obviously been a big Marvel fan since a kid. Used to get like the Spider-Man annuals every Christmas. That was like my main Christmas presents for times. It was just like, oh, I love this. So yeah, being able to kind of play games with these characters on these cards, it's just really fun. And like Marvel characters, there's so many of them, obviously, that there's always a little bit of nostalgia that comes with them. It's like, I'm not just playing Spider-Man, I'm playing Spider-Man because he's one of my favourite characters. So yeah, but this gameplay as well is just like, there is something about the strategy of this game, the different archetypes, the different ways you can play this game. There is something in them that really speaks to me, and I hope it speaks to you as well. That's why we play the game. But yeah, really love this game, really love playing it, and I hope to continue playing it for a long time to come. So yeah, thank you for sitting through this with me. Hope you've enjoyed it. This deck has not been great. Our over-reliance on Legion may have cost us. But yeah, we won a couple of games, so that's not too bad. So yeah, if you agree with any of the points I've said, please let me know in the comments down below. If you disagree, let me know as well. Also, like, what do you think about Conquest? I think for me, Conquest is like one of the main sticking points that I think about and would love for it to be changed to make it more meaningful. What would you do with Conquest? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll have new deck videos for you over the weekend or on Monday, where we have Deafening Chord and OTA changing some cards this week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.